So you should be at the stage now where you have created an annotated diagram to describe your feature. Now we need to have a look at the geology of the area. Geology simply means the types of rock that are found in your particular location. Here's where things start getting a little bit more complicated. So in our example of old Harry rocks, I've tried doing first of all an image search using the word geology. And you can see in our case we've actually came up with some quite good photographs and diagrams, and I can see that in our area of old Harry rock we've got clays, chalk and sand. In this specific example I can see old Harry rock is actually made out of chalk. Your example may not be as clear cut as this. So I've gone into a web search now and looked at the information. At this stage I need to be a little bit more specific. So if I can't find the rock type, rather than geology, I would type in old Harry rock and rock type and start searching around for the rock type. Here you can see, again, in my example, the rock type has been identified as chalk. You may find it useful to put rock type into speech marks, so it will now search for the term rock type, rather than the individual word rock and type. At this stage, I'm really going to need to start thinking about weathering and erosion. So I type in weathering and erosion. I want to know the processes of weathering and erosion that affect my type of rock, which is chalk. So I type in weathering and erosion chalk in my search engine. At this stage, I'm probably going to get a lot of very complex websites that are far too difficult to read. So I would go to Search Tools, Reading Level, and I would specifically search for basic results. I would ignore the PDF files because it's given me a basic result based on the description rather than the content of the PDF files. So these files are likely to be very complicated. So I start scrolling down, and then here I can see an example where we've got chemical weathering in chalk.